Alright, well, we got one more poem to show left.
And it's all me talking. Yeah. Let's see what you've written for today. ... Yuri stares at the poem with a surprised expression on her face. Do you like it? Ike? How did you pick up on this so quickly? Just yesterday I was telling you the kind of techniques worth practicing. Maybe that's why. You did a good job explaining. I really wanted to try to give it more imagery. Yuri visibly swallows. Even her hands appear sweaty. I'm not used to this. Used to what? I don't know. It's fine. Take your time. Yuri breathes and collects her thoughts. I know that Yuri likes to think before she speaks, so I offer that patience to her. Yeah. Just being appreciated like this, I guess. It probably sounds really stupid, but seeing someone motivated by my writing, it just makes me really happy. Are you saying you've never shared your writing before? Yuri nods.
So is that a yes or a no?
A nod means yes.
Yeah, but you could be nodding like this way.
No. Here's the thing. This is shaking. This is nodding.
Okay.
I'm tired of people saying it's... I'm sorry. I know it can be argued for both. I just personally prefer nod to always be up, down, shake to always be left, right.
Okay.
Or right, left. You know what I mean. Yeah. Really, I don't believe it. I really only write for myself. And besides, people would just laugh at me. Do you really think that? Again, Yuri nods. Huh? Even your close friends? Yuri doesn't respond to that. I wonder why. Anyway, do you want to share the poem you wrote today? Yeah, I do. If it's with you. Oh man, another tough poem. Okay.
You want me to read this instead, or?
No, I could read it. It's just, I didn't realize what everything meant at first. You'll see.
Okay.
The raccoon. It happened in the dead of night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the scuttering of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as an unordinary human. I gave the raccoon a piece of my bread, my subconscious well aware of the consequences, well aware that a raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was a symptom. The bread, my hungry curiosity. The raccoon, an urge. The moon increments its phase and reflects that much more light off my cutting knife. The very same light that glistens in the eyes of my raccoon friend. I slice the bread, fresh and soft. The raccoon becomes excited. Or perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions onto the newly satisfied animal. The raccoon has taken to following me. You could say that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me its excitement. A rush of blood. Classic Pavlovian conditioning. I slice the bread, and I feed myself again.
Oh, Jesus, did she eat the raccoon?
See, I thought that was first too. No. Can't tell you anything. That's the thing that infuriates me the most.
This is going to come up later on in the game?
I'll leave that for you to figure out on your own.
Alright.
After all, some of these poems don't make sense until you go outside the game.
Okay.
I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday's. I can see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem's about. That's right. It's a little bit closer to my preferred writing style, using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotions through them. Yeah, if I take it at face value, then I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean. Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. I wanted to express the way it feels for me to indulge in my more unusual hobbies. It's those sort of things I'm usually forced to keep to myself. So I sometimes enjoy writing about them. Huh, that's funny. Did Natsuki also write something about that? About someone being ridiculed for a strange interest? Huh? She did? Yeah. She was talking about how it doesn't matter what you're into as long as you're not hurting anyone. She's right. I mean, does she really feel that way? Yeah. Sounds like you two have that in common. That's interesting. To me, she seemed like the kind of person who'd make fun of my hobbies. But I suppose that's my fault for judging, isn't it? Please don't tell her I said that. Don't worry, I have no reason to. Okay. Well, thank you for sharing it with me. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I probably would hate myself. I might be ranting a little bit now, but I'm glad that you're a good listener.
Okay, everyone! We're going to be taking a break now and to stay tuned for the next episode. So we're doing this all in one session, or?
Yeah, it probably would be best.
Okay.
Well, we're all done reading each other's poems, right?
Oh, we're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned today.
Oh, no.
So if everyone could come sit in the front of the room.
Okay, don't be a teacher.
Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. Ugh, do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members.
That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last-minute preparations.
Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? We don't need much more than a few decorations. Sayori's been working on posters, and I've designed some pamphlets so we can give out during the event. Okay, that's great and all. But that doesn't even tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event. Sorry, I thought you heard about it already. Is lagging in?
Yeah.
We're going.
Just accept it.
Okay, we're going to be performing.
Unless it bothers you that much, in which case we can stop the video and we'd have to restart everything.
All right, performing.
You didn't answer my question.
We can continue. It looks like the play button on the bottom right corner.
At the very least, it's one of those things where it's,
like, it doesn't really matter because it's one of those
frame rate. Yeah.
Yeah.
Monica.
Yeah, we're going to have a poetry performance. Each of us are going to choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is, we're also going to let anyone else come up and recite poems too. Sayori's putting in all the posters in case anyone wants to prepare some ahead of time.
I got a poem for this. Fuck. No. Kicked out of school.
This is a poem I write. It is very short. The end. Okay.
I hate you so much. Sorry, who's been coloring a poster holds it up for us to see.
Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't already start putting those posters up, did you? Huh? Well, I did. Do you really think it's that bad of an idea? Well, no. It's not a bad idea. But I didn't sign up for this, you know? There is no way I'm going to be performing in front of a group of people like that.
A few moments later.
The poem is called... Oh, Why are you all looking at me? Guys! No, Sayori. I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone until a couple of days ago. Are you picking your nose?
A little.
It's a lot to ask for them to recite their poems out loud, and what are...
I'm trying to console her, okay?
There, it's okay. Don't touch me!
Room full of people.
I guess I kind of overlooked that. So, I'm sorry.
Actually, I have one quick solution that I can do.
Was it? Oh, wow.
Yeah, that should work. So now it's gonna speed up if ever instead of like doing the slow crawl. See, those dots were perfect.
But I still think we should give it our best.
See, isn't this
We're
much
the
more
only
acceptable?
ones responsible for the fate of this club.
No, if it's not acceptable, you can tell me now.
That's fine, it's fine. Like I said, this is the type of game where frame rate is not an issue, so... If we start the event and put each a good performance, then it will inspire others to do the same. And the more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is all about. Yeah! It's about expressing your feelings! Being intimate with yourself!
It is?
Finding new horizons! Sound like a Micro Machines commercial or something. And having fun!
Yeah, pretty much.
Only $19.99!
That's right!
And it's those reasons that we're all in this club today. Don't you want to share that with others? To inspire them to find the same feeling that brought you here in the first place. I know you do. Insert
Are you
player
talking to
name
us,
here.
or are you talking to the other people in the room?
I don't know, she's staring at us blankly, but almost all of them are.
That's kind of creepy. Actually, technically, only she's the one who's staring at us blankly. She's glaring, but not blankly.
I know we all do. And if it all takes is standing in front of the room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you can do it.
Silence. Yuki and Natsuki remain silent. Sorry, looks
Yuki?
worried. Yuri. Don't read too into it. I guess that leaves me no choice. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think that Sari and Monica have been trying really hard to get new members. The least we can do is help them out a little bit.
Well, maybe, but...
It looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left.
Okay, fine. I guess I'll just have to get over it. Alright!
Is that her voice now?
Yes!
You know, forget it. Just go with it. I don't care.
just... Phew. Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri?
Yuri dejectedly glances around at everyone else's expectant faces. I guess I don't really have a choice.
Haha, that's everyone!
Oh my god, she's you.
You're the best, Yuri!
This is how he sounds like when he doesn't Let's Play record.
Okay.
No, I'm joking.
Fuck, you know my secret.
This... You did how gravelly was. This club's seriously gonna be the death of me. Oh gosh.
You'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway... Stop picking her sweat.
It's actually pointing out, yeah, that's... Yeah, a little foreboding. Never realized that before.
Let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours.
Oh, also,
What?
your right click's not working.
Oh.
That was one frame. There you go. You had it.
One frame of thumbnail coming right up. Okay.
More than one frame. You happy? It's not coming back.
It's disappearing! The text box! It's going by itself! We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other. No way!
Monica, this is too sudden.
Well, if you can't recite your poems in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers?
Oh no.
Don't worry. I'll start off by helping everyone feel a little more comfortable.
I'll be honest with you, your mouse pad's making me feel really uncomfortable.
Oh, I'm guessing that's a yes. I'm sorry, Mio.
That's not me. Oh, that is me.
That is Mio. What?
What was I saying?
Can,
Just say it normally.
Can I go next?
Like each time it dips lower and lower. Next thing you know, you're gonna rip out your throat. There's a lot more to this game.
Of course. Now let's see.
Monica flips through her notebook to the specific poem she has in mind for herself. She then stands in front of the podium, or behind the podium.
The title of this poem is The Way They Fly. Oh.
Monica begins reciting her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. Is this something she's done before, or is she simply a natural? I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monica. Sari looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, Monica finishes the recitation. The four of us applaud. Thank you. Monica takes a breath and smiles.
That was so good, Monica!
I thought you said you would stop that.
Oh no. Thank you very much. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sayori?
I'll go next.
What? Yuri's fired up all of a sudden.
Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quickly over to the podium. This poem is called... Yuri's anxiously glances at each of us.
You can do it, Yuri.
It's called After Image of a Crimson Eye. Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happens when Yuri gets absorbed into her books. Her quivering words transform into the sharp syllables of a fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns in its structure that she enunciates with perfect timing. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed inside her head. Suddenly, she's finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back into reality and glances around her. Oops, there goes sorry. As if she bewildered even herself. Nothing? I made a Eminem reference.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't.
Whoops, there goes gravity.
Oh.
Back to... Okay, I'll stop. It's up to me to save this situation. I'm the first to start applauding. Everyone joins me afterwards. We give Yuri the recognition she deserves. It's not that we didn't want to applaud to her, but we were so caught off guard that we must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds the poem to her chest and rushes back to her seat.
Yuri, that was really good. Thank you for sharing.
Looks like Yuri is down for the count.
Okay. I guess I'm next then.
Suri hops out of her chair and cheerfully walks to the podium.
This one is called My Mito. Ah. Ahaha. I'm sorry, I giggled.
Sorry?
It's a lot harder than I thought. How do you guys do it so easily? Ah. Try not to think of it like you're reciting to other people. Imagine everyone in their underwear. I mean, you're reciting it to yourself like a mirror or in your own head. It's your poem, so it'll come out the best that way. I see, I see. Okay then.
Sayuri begins her poem. Somehow it feels like her soft voice was made as a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Sayuri is. It's serene and bittersweet. If I were to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it. But hearing it come from Sayuri's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayuri meant when she said she likes my poems. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone I thought I knew through and through. Sayuri finishes and we applaud.
I did it.
Good job, Sayuri.
Even like I did.
It's fine. It's fine. We'll go with it.
I guess that's a good sign.
What does that even mean?
It came out nicely, Saori. The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nicely. But it might be the other poems wouldn't work quite as well with that kind of delivery. Huh? I don't really understand. In other words, I've seen poems of yours where the sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. They might need a little more force behind them, depending on what you're reading. Oh, I know what you mean. That's, well, I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do it in front of everyone. The next time, I'm going to make you pick a poem that challenges you even more. I don't have much time before the festival, you know. Okay. Now, who's next? Natsuki? Don't make me go before Ike. It's not like I can compare to you guys anyway. Might as well let Ike lower everyone's standards a little before I have to do it. Natsuki?
It's fine. It's fine.
I want to know if her name is like a pun in itself. Like Suki means happy, and to be not Suki is to be.
No, you're thinking. You're literally thinking Suki. That's ski.
Oh. Okay.
There's a T there.
Oh. Okay.
Su.
But
You're thinking su, not su.
oh.
Makes sense now?
Yeah. I thought I was going deep.
No, it's okay. She's not that deep.
Yo, so what you're saying?
Amy
She's
likes
tight?
spiders. Oh, God, I feel bad for that. I might as well get it over with. But it's not like I have much of a selection of what to read. I'll just have to go with what I wrote for today. Fuck. Sorry. I stand up and step in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. I recite my poem. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyways. Sorry, I'm not really as good as everyone else.
Don't worry about it so much. I think it's less about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in your writing.
That's eerily similar to what I just, never mind, it's fine.
That's something that'll improve over time, though.
How much time do we have? Yeah, maybe.
Alright then. That just leaves you, Natsuki.
Stop that. You're basically saying she's not the moon.
Yeah.
Or not a vessel.
I'm going.
One of the two. Natsuki begrudgingly gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium.